Our topic today is investment property insurance, how to keep insurance costs down on your rental properties.
Primarily, there's a few things, and these are things that you can keep in mind before you're even looking at a property, before you're even putting in an offer. And a lot of it has to do with the condition of the property or the general situation with regards to the property that you're looking at. So there are a few things that automatically going to either limit your options for insurance, meaning that you can't shop around to as many providers to get the most competitive rate, or that it's going to just increase your rate in general. It's something that's a higher risk and it's going to be more expensive. So condition of the home and really the mechanicals or bones of the house have a lot to do with how insurance is going to play out. So the first one that I always ask about on investment properties is space heaters. Now, if they're maintained properly and used properly, like anything else, they're perfectly safe. But insurance companies see them as a higher risk. And the main reason why is because they're not controlled by a thermostat. And so obviously with central heat, right, you have baseboard or forced hot air. Typically there's a thermostat there and that heats evenly throughout the entire apartment. And when the apartment reaches a certain temperature, the thermostat hits that and shuts off the heat. So it stops running. Now with a space heater, you got to crank it up pretty hot. If your space heater is in one part of the apartment and your bedroom's in another, it's got to be pretty warm. You maybe have fans or something else to spread that heat around. And if you're good about it and you know what to do, it's totally safe. But you can see in some situations a space heater being the cause of a fire in a home, and that's what insurance companies are concerned about because it doesn't have a thermostat. It's got an on and off switch or low, medium, high. Another one is going to be the roof on the home is something that every insurance company is always looking at, regardless of what kind of home you're looking at, single family, multifamily. But the condition of the roof is always something that we ask and always something that insurance companies are going to look closely at. The reason is roofs are expensive to replace. If there is a roof that has brittle material, whether it's a flat rubber roof or it's a roof that's asphalt shingle and it's nearing the end of its life, as that gets older, the shingles become more brittle or the material becomes more brittle. An intense windstorm is probably going to blow the shingles off of that roof, resulting in a costly insurance claim that an insurance company, frankly, they don't want to pay. And insurance companies, they do pay it because that's their job. But if they had the choice, they would choose only the most safe and unlikely claims homes ever. They want homes that are just going to have no claims and just a paying customer because that's how they make money. So roofs are always going to be something they look closely at. If the roof is nearing the end of its life, it's probably going to limit your options on insurance companies. Can you get the seller to give you a credit to replace that roof? Is the seller willing to replace the roof before you buy it? The condition of the roof is going to be something that can increase the cost or limit your options again. The last one is knob and tube wiring in the home. So knob and tube wiring, if you're familiar with it, is a old type of wiring. It's got these ceramic knobs and they call it tube because there's like an actual insulation around the wiring. It's kind of like a black tube that the wires run through. Again, totally safe and was the standard for electrical wiring back in the day, pre-1930. Probably is when you'd see these this type of wiring in homes, in older homes.
Exactly.
So if you see this type of wiring in the home, it doesn't mean that it's uninsurable, but it does extremely limit your options again, because insurance companies have found that this type of wiring over years of very old homes has a tendency to cause fires. If the insulation wears down around that wire, if the wire runs up against something that's flammable, it can generate a current that can cause heat and actually cause fires.